Fahrenheit is an Intamin vertical lift coaster located at Hershey Park. This coaster is Intamin's take on a Gerstlauer Eurofighter model, though I won't be able to comment on the latter roller coaster type, as the only Gerstlauer roller coaster that I've been on is Pandemonium at Six Flags New England, which really is not comparable to this. This coaster has a top height of 121 feet tall and a top speed of 58 miles per hour. And this coaster has 3 firsts for me. It was the first coaster that I did that had a 90-degree lift hill. This coaster was also the steepest roller coaster that I've ever done, being my first to go beyond vertical. My previous record was held by Yukon Striker at Canada's Wonderland. The less important first that this coaster has is it was also the first roller coaster that I've done that has a Norwegian loop. The main concern that I had with this roller coaster was, is this coaster just another gimmick, or is it actually great? To start off with the cons, this coaster's capacity is horrendous. I made the mistake of riding this coaster in the middle of the afternoon and ended up waiting 90 minutes for this coaster. It was worth it at the end to get a ride on it, but I would never wait that long to get on this coaster again. Before I move on, I should acknowledge a complaint that I've heard about the ride, but I didn't notice. I heard that this coaster was rattly, which at most, in my opinion, it has a light shuffle at the bottom of the Norwegian loop, but that was it for me. I may just be really tolerant to roughness, but I can count many coasters that I found to be more rough than this that people do not talk about. This coaster starts off with a daunting lift hill. At first I expected 90-degree lift hills to be nothing more than just another gimmick, but to my surprise, it was not. Since you went up it slowly, it almost felt like you could easily fall out, and with the strains being kind of bulky, which, I mean, I guess that's a con, but I forgot about it, it's kind of crazy that even then, you almost feel like you could easily fall out. Once you crest the top, you immediately flew down that drop, which did not let me down one bit. That airtime feels like it's throwing you into the abyss. Like, it is some strong airtime. It blew me away with the yank of ejector airtime you got on this hill. It was just as amazing as I expected it. Then you zoomed into the next element, a Norwegian loop. This element was disappointing to me. I heard that when you went over the crest, you got a pop of airtime, but it didn't provide that for me. Instead, it just gave a great amount of positives in the bottom, which, yes, it had a light shuffle, but for me, that enhanced the intensity in the best way possible. After that, you headed into a Cobra roll. While these coasters do nothing for me, I love riding them because I used to make these elements all the time in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so it's just kind of like doing that element that I was always making, which is really cool to me. After that, we went through 2 whippy corkscrews. Usually this element is just kind of like, oh cool, I'm upside down. Still fun, but it's just that. But this one had some extra whip, which added to the fun and intensity, so it was better than usual. Then after that, you headed into a tight turnaround under the lift hill into an airtime hill, which was an amazing touch. This hill throws you into the sky. And then after that, you went into one more turn and into the brake run. Every element after the Cobra roll just felt like pure Intamin goodness. It looks and feels like it takes every one of these elements too fast, in the best way possible. At first, what I heard about this coaster made me think that it was just another gimmick, but I was very wrong. Most elements were punchy, and I do not regret waiting 90 minutes to get on the ride. I never will wait that long to get on the coaster again, but I still do not regret doing that one bit. This coaster seems to either have people loving it, calling it mid, or hating it, but I would gladly ride this coaster over and over if I could. And it's great to look at. It's actually one of the 3 coasters that I have nano coasters for, one being Leviathan and the other one being Wicked Cyclone. I give this coaster a 9 out of 10. This coaster may be more inversion focused, but the way they started and ended off this roller coaster with 2 amazing airtime moments really made it almost like a sandwich of a coaster, beginning with the airtime, ending with airtime, and having inversions in the middle. So really, to me, it made it diverse, and it really solidified this ride as a great ride. Thank you for watching the whole video. I put a lot of work into these videos, so it means a lot that you watch the whole thing. If you enjoyed the video, it would be greatly appreciated if you gave this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.